3, 2, 1.
There we go.
I guess it does look. I wonder if Comp dived off the mountain and saved himself. Moments after my
and yeah, and still died like 5 seconds later. But it was an epic save.
Was the moment of the UHC.
Yeah. Where do I see bubbles?
I'm at Y69, everyone.
Nice.
Did it to Y69?
Why?
I am good to go.
Me too.
I should be.
We can go.
Finish logging back in here. I haven't logged back in yet.
Okay.
Still joining world.
So I shouldn't pull a J loose.
All right. I think we're good.
Hey.
And J Loose left the game.
I think it's sad.
Okay, now I'm good.
Okay. Start the game.
Go. I may have started cutting down a tree already in protest of J loose having cut down trees before.
I'd never do that. I'm not soccer.
He did that one time. I remember catching him do that. That was funny.
Yeah. Now he's all about this new Amazon game everybody will forget about in a week.
Oh yeah. No, he paid a bunch of money for it and he's like, I really hope that people don't forget about it. And I hope for his sake that people don't stop playing, but I mean
the real question is, will soccer forget about it?
Totally.
I'm not gonna lie, he doesn't have the longest attention span, so I kind of doubt he's gonna keep up with it for a whole long time too. Especially if one little thing goes wrong and he uses that and he's like, it's just not a fun game. It's just not a fun game because like everybody else was exactly one level higher than me, which meant they got all of these cool new abilities that I just didn't have access to.
And it was just I just couldn't play at that point.
And I just couldn't play it at that point because I was just like a whole little bit behind. And so like it was just objectively unfun. And if you like the game, then you're stupid.
I don't know. I just can't. The fact that it's made by Amazon is kind of a red flag. I don't know.
It's a red flag, but it's interesting.
Well, it's for this reason that I'm sure it'll be a competent game. I just get feeling from like the TV show stuff that Amazon does that it's all kind of just pretty straightforward and formula. Yeah. Like, there's not a lot of like heart in a lot of like the Amazon show. They're just kind of like, I remember reading some quote by Bezos like, why don't we have all these great isn't TV shows easy? You just have like he rattled off like plot elements. He's like, it's easy to make a hit show. I just don't think they quite understand.
Just do it.
Yeah, it's like you just have like a attractive protagonist and a good conflict, and you can make like 20 of these. He's
not entirely wrong. It might not be hits, but he can probably make successful TV shows that way.
The other day, soccer said something else like super elitist movies.
He loves to call things facts to justify himself when they're not facts.
Oh,
and then when I challenge him on that, he gets offended. Is that the Ben Shapiro strategy?
A little bit.
Fact.
No, he was like, because I got lessons in like how movies work, and now I can't enjoy them as much. And it's like, oh, come on.
He was like,
I took one class on movies, and now I know. I just can't enjoy them like a regular person would.
Yeah, I think he told Emily once that she doesn't understand cinematography, which might be the most offensive thing anybody's ever told Emily.
Oh.
I don't think he knows what Emily does, to be fair.
I don't know.
I'd say he's not doing it to be offensive, but yes, that was like
Emily
he just doesn't know what he should and should not say.
The biggest movie person I know.
That's like what she majored in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was all like movies and stuff. Yeah.
She does. I forget exactly what it was. I don't know how much I should say anyway. I don't know how much she's comfortable.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But yeah, I was like, dude, you don't know who you're talking to.
She is Miss Movie.
Yeah, I'm like talking to like the movie person.
I mean, I watch a bunch of videos and even listen to podcasts on movies, and if anything, that's made me enjoy movies more. A lot more.
Yeah.
He just doesn't enjoy movies the same way that us mere mortals do.
Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah,
He
soccer.
he just can't look at anything and say like, oh, this camera shot is
Yeah.
wrong, and
And the greatest movie of all time, which was Endgame, of course.
oh yeah.
First.
Oh, we talked about it, I think the other day, where it's like soccer will not watch something, a superhero movie, if it's not a Marvel movie.
Yeah. Man, if you're soccer, I hope you're not watching this video.
Oh, he won't watch it.
We just started off just ripping into soccer.
Yeah, don't
We
tell him.
did.
Don't tell
We
him.
shouldn't rip
We
on
won't.
him so much, but
Nah, he likes
I've
it.
been frustrated with him today.
Soccer doesn't mind.
No, I just thought saying like I do think that it was like great movie, but like, come on, man, you can't say like the highest. I guess Avatar did the second highest grossing movie of all time is also the best movie. It's kind of like probably not.
Endgame.
Like, give me your favorite
was
movie.
Endgame?
Like
Endgame was the fourth one, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I even liked the one before Endgame. What was that one called? I like that more.
Infinity War was so much better.
Yeah.
Endgame was not a good.
That's I've heard the film people I know kind of think the opposite. This is like not Marvel people.
I don't know anything about cinematography. I didn't take one class in movies, so I can't speak from a professional.
I could disagree with this take.
opinion.
I could disagree with this take.
I just think time travel is kind of a cop out. Like, oh.
Yes, spoilers, but yes, no, I am very much of that
You
same
say that,
opinion.
but I also thought it was absolutely hilarious to get like B-roll from the first Avengers movie.
Yeah,
like you almost expected like, what's Loki's like? I have that drink now. I almost expected them to hear like cut and see like the film crew. That would have been really funny.
My high school friend put this well. I think it wasn't a good movie. It was supposed to be like a thank you to the fans for all of for like sticking with you for the entire first arc of Marvel. Like it wasn't supposed to be like phenomenal, but like they did a lot of cameos and stuff that showed everybody all the cool stuff. But I mean, so much of it, Infinity War was just such a better movie.
Wow, okay.
In terms of story, I don't know anything about like setting and all of that, but I definitely
do you not respect the fact that they did like the 5-year time jump right at the start of Endgame? I mean, that was pretty ballsy.
That part was good. No, that part was actually really good.
That was very unexpected.
I will say like that aspect of it, but like then they like I'll echo what Comp said. I thought time travel was just easily a cop-out, and then they did time travel in a way that I thought was just a poor way to do time travel. Like they explained the rules, and then they like they mocked Back to the Future or whatever, and then they didn't come up with their own rules for it. So it was like, I don't know.
Oh.
There's just I didn't feel like it was very, very consistent, I guess. I don't know. I just didn't like that we didn't know the rules, but I guess like soccer has explained to me that later on they have been like exploring different timelines and different time rules and stuff. So maybe that gets fixed like in later series, but like during the movie I watched it and I was like, this is stupid and doesn't make any sense.
Is that they said every time they go back they like made a different universe? I don't know.
Yeah.
That kind of confused me a bit.
Yeah.
It's like, eh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I didn't feel like the rules were very consistent. And then
but I guess that's true because now there's a TV show about Loki from Endgame who's not technically the same person as Loki from all the movies because he died in Infinity War and is super dead.
Yeah. So like,
you know,
they do have new rules and stuff. So maybe they explain it better and maybe they're self-consistent and have been since then. But like,
spoiler alert, there's like a bajillion timelines.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
I won't get into detail, but yeah. That's...
The other, I mean, I think there was just a lot of other parts of the movie that was just like, hey, let's look back at all of these things. And like, again, I think that's why I think it was good for former Marvel fan or for Marvel fans who are like, yo, look at all these cool memories and all this cool, it was almost like flashbacks and looking back at all the whole journey.
Yeah.
And it was cool to look at it through that aspect. But I mean, as somebody who wanted to go and see the finale to like this huge Marvel franchise and was expecting them to put in as much effort into the story as they did in Infinity War, I was like, oh, so there's time travel and then there's a big fight that like didn't seem that consequential, I guess. Like, it just felt they summoned everybody from the portals or whatever just to show them all off, and then had a bunch of people do things that didn't seem like they did a whole lot, and then
my only big criticism is Endgame is I totally did not believe that Black Widow died, like for real. Like she died, but I was like, oh well, everybody's coming back, so like, I mean, I shouldn't really feel that bad. And I'm like, wait, she's like actually still dead. I like should have felt bad about that. It's like, oh shit.
I love stuff like that. I love when stuff has consequences. That's why I liked Endgame so much. Was that when they got snapped, and then there was no resolution. So like, that was a fantastic cliffhanger to leave on.
Yeah, I mean, it's a plot twist.
It's comic books, which is the ultimate no consequences.
Yes, exactly.
So
I don't know.
That's just a general.
It's really true.
We talked about this when you were bothering me at the UHC 56 or whatever. Somehow I ended up talking about this.
Probably the only people who stay dead are, wasn't it? It was like Bucky and Batman's dead or whatever.
It's just Batman.
He's not
Batman's
dead anymore.
Parents and Uncle Ben. That's it.
Yeah,
they can't come back.
But it used to be Bucky. Like Bucky, the Winter Soldier is like a new concept from like the 2000s. I think.
In their defense, though, the Winter Soldier is like original enough that.
Oh no! I mean, I'm not a stickler for old stories if new stories are good. So like, if they thought they could make a good story with it, and it seems like they have, then I definitely have no qualms with it.
The other person was like one of the Robins that like they did in like the 80s. Like you could call like a phone number to say if you want him to die or not, and someone just set up like an auto dialer to kill him off.
That's hilarious.
By the way. People are like, what the fuck? And they're like, I don't know, y'all voted for it. It's just like one guy who's like, auto dialer.
I mean, once you've run out of ideas, to go for crowdfunding ideas.
Well, that's
do you know about the actual like Batman origin story? I watched this documentary on Hulu about like one of the other main guys who made Batman, but basically got no credit for it for years.
I feel like I've told this story.
Yeah,
I do know about that. Yeah,
it's a super interesting story about this guy named Bill Finger, and like
great name, but
it is a great name, and like he was basically the original. He was the original animator, or not animator, like artist.
Yeah,
and like, he was a huge part of like came up with a ton of ideas for the original Batman. But then Bob Kane was basically the guy who actually talked to DC and basically like kept him out of the conversation. Not even necessarily like, it's hard to say whether or not it was actually malicious or whatever, but like Bob Kane is the one who got big and never really referenced Bill Finger. So, hi J Luce.
You go away. That's mine.
You have any reads? I'm here to steal them.
I have many reads. All the reads.
I found 2 reads already next to you, so I'm going to take that as a win.
I have more than 4.
I see this as an absolute win.
I see this as an absolute win. Any reads that I can steal from somebody, easy win. But yeah.
I guess to go back to why we started this, your favorite movie probably isn't like the greatest movie. Like my favorite movie is Interstellar. I think it's definitely up there.
That's also lab text.
It's probably not. Well, there you go. That's I'll have to reflect on this.
Big rip.
But it's probably not the greatest movie ever made.
I watched it. I had some problems with it, but it wasn't a terrible movie. I just don't feel like it was super amazing. I liked Inception a lot. I don't know if it's still my favorite movie, but at one point it was.
I need to see. I've only seen Inception one time, and I liked it.
I'm
not a big movie rewatcher anyway. Like or in general, I don't watch things over and over again that much. Like I've only seen Interstellar 3 times ever.
I felt like I was super young and I understood the movie, and that made me feel elitist because it was like a big meme that nobody understood the movie, and so I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so cerebral. I understand this movie that nobody else does.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a big meme that people. I mean,
We're,
maybe
like,
this was true in the
confused.
'90s. Didn't understand the Matrix. Like that was a big meme.
Really?
That nobody understood the
That's
Matrix.
hilarious.
Yeah, like it's famously like people didn't know what happened in the movie. Didn't understand the Matrix.
I mean, especially the second one and third one get a bit vague, but
yeah, this is mainly about like when the first one came out. People were like, "This is good," but like, what the fuck?
What is happening?
Yeah,
I could see that. I
but now there's a
definitely
fourth one
little
for some
confused.
reason.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know. It's
excited
funny.
for the Mario movie.
You would
That's
be.
my contribution.
Yeah, I find it's all the people like this is based off Satisfactory, but all the people like Good and Packrat's age are like, hell yeah, Matrix 4. I feel like we're a little young to be like.
I mean, I've
truly
seen
as
all the
excited-
matrices.
Yeah, the Matrices.
I mean, that's technically the plural of matrix.
exactly.
So
I've definitely seen all of them, a lot of parts of all of them, but I'm not sure last time I sat down and just like watched one all the way through.
it didn't stick in my head as much, I guess. Like I kind of vaguely remember them, so I don't think they were necessarily my favorite.
I think they're pretty kind of dated. These are like their whole like the whole look of like the people is so 90s. With like
I still think you can
and the trench coats and everything.
I think you can still watch with an appreciation.
Yeah.
Especially of the timeline, because I think Emily's talked about it before, how it had like some very groundbreaking graphics and stuff, which I can I can totally watch with that appreciation. I can 100% watch the movie and understand like this was groundbreaking. This looked really cool, and like even now it looks a little dated, but like some CGI and stuff nowadays, I'm still not a huge fan of. So like I can still really appreciate the work that was done on that movie, especially in the graphics department.
It just depends on the type of movie. Like here's maybe a hot take. I don't feel that a lot of older action movies have aged too well, just because I feel like the camera techniques and stuff are just so much more advanced now.
That's probably fair.
The action in modern movies is just way better.
Yeah, also the stunt work.
Yeah, like I watched last year, like the original Die Hard for the first time. That's a good movie, but like the amount of stuff that happens in modern action movies, just
I feel like Die Hard holds up.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I'm not saying
it
didn't hold. Like it was still good, but if you watch. I'm thinking of like the most recent Mission Impossible movies. Think of like the gold standard for action movies. Those are just like like the amount of shit they're doing is so crazy.
I really liked it. I recently watched the latest one.
Is it good? I've never been super big into them.
Yeah, Fallout's really good.
You only really need to watch like the first 3 PG are good, but the most recent 3 are so much better. Like the second one's not that good. Like 1 and 3 are
good. One
Mission Impossible 2 is famously not good at all.
And it took like an Asian director, and he's like so many of his mannerisms are in there. Like he'll always have pigeons in his shots, and like all through that movie, there's like inexplicably pigeons somewhere.
It's just like people like hanging out in Australia. Anyway, the first Mission Impossible is fun, but starting with the 4th one, they just decided to just take it to another level, and they're very fun. It's not like there's serious continuity. You don't need to like
Okay.
Although I guess the most recent one was kind of a sequel to the one before that.
Yeah.
But other than that, you don't really need to.
It's fair.
Be an expert.
I feel like it's like James Bond. I never got super into the Bond movies.
Yeah, the new one's coming out here next week.
It's No Time to Die.
Yeah.
I hope James Bond dies.
He might. I mean,
he specifically said movie. There's no time for it.
Yeah, he's against it.
He opposes dying.
Yeah, I don't know. The Daniel. It's been a while since I've watched
I'm gonna knock on
Skyfall.
my door.
Okay, but I remember liking Skyfall a lot. Comp, have you seen the James Bonds? Are you a Bond?
Yeah, I quite like them.
I think I haven't seen. I've seen like a few of like the before Daniel Craig ones, and those are like kind of campy, like
especially the Pierce Brosnan ones are a bit,
yeah, like they're a bit so. At least from what I've seen, the best one is Casino Royale. Casino Royale is such a good movie.
Yeah, it's also like the Bourne influence is what you can see in those. Like Bourne was a groundbreaking movie because it did a few things that all movies. Yeah, camera and the quick cuts and fights, but also like the more grounded action movies. Like a lot of other movies picked up on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the Daniel Craig have all still been kind of chased Casino Royale, and then Spectre was not good.
No, neither was Quantum, really.
No. Well, at least Quantum had the excuse of like, didn't that get messed up by like the writer's strike?
Yeah, maybe.
About that time.
Yeah. Yeah, but Spectre are like, no, all those other movies, Christoph Waltz was behind everything. Trust me. It just doesn't add up at all. Like even the dude in Skyfall, who was very much his own thing, it was Christoph Waltz the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
Spectre
no,
was great.
Doesn't make sense. So I don't know. Hopefully this one will be good. It'll be weird when someone not Daniel Craig is Bond. He's just been Bond for so long.
Yeah, who do you think would be a good choice?
I don't know. I mean, wasn't Daniel Craig kind of an unexpected choice at the time?
Yeah, people hated it.
Yeah, so like, I'm not here to judge.
I mean, the other day I was.
I'm sure there's a lot of talented people out there.
I was talking with my brother, and I mentioned Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, I think Tom Hiddleston did like this mini series a few years ago that was basically like a Bond audition. I think my mom watched it and said it was really good.
Yeah. Where are the caves?
I could see Hiddleston. Can you believe that he originally auditioned for Thor?
Yeah, I saw that, but I really don't know why he would see himself as a Thor.
Listen, you can't fault a guy for dreaming big, all right?
Yeah, sure.
Although I assume the moment he saw Chris Hemsworth, he's like, oh. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello.
This guy's literally Thor. Yeah, I could go for Tom Hiddleston. Isn't Tom Hiddleston like, I don't know, isn't he 40 now? They might want somebody that's like.
I mean, I don't think
their
Daniel
30s.
Craig was the youngest James Bond.
Okay.
He's usually around that age.
All right. Now everybody says Idris Elba. Idris Elba's older than you think, right?
Yeah. I mean, Idris Elba's only like 5 years younger than Daniel Craig or something.
Yeah, I mean,
and he
Henry
looks
Cavill. Yeah. Henry Cavill, I mean, I think he'd be great.
Yeah, true.
Did you ever see the Man from U.N.C.L.E. comp?
I have seen that, and I enjoyed that.
That's such a good movie. It's such a shame it flops, so there's never going to be another movie. Well, now learned that Arnie Hammer's like a cannibal, but anyway, such a good movie.
But like Daniel Craig was already the more like physical Bond compared to the other ones, and then going to like an even more physical guy with with him
Yeah.
be like doubling down on something and not really making a different Bond. If you
Yeah.
watch Casino Royale again, you should just watch how he is in fights. He'll like run through walls and he'll be like the main. Yeah, I mean, literally the opening scene is him chasing like a free runner, and he'll like
Yeah.
the free runner will go like around stuff, and Daniel Craig will like drive a truck through something or
Right.
jump through a wall instead of over it, and like sets the tone. This is a
Also,
more physical,
yeah.
younger Bond.
Also, what makes Casino Royale so good is it has the only believable love story in like 25 James Bond movies.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually believable.
Yeah, and Ava Green is also always really good.
Yeah, which is why it's kind of confusing that, like, in this movie, they're like, oh yeah, he's still, like, dating his girlfriend from Spectre. Remember her? Everybody remembers her, right? Like,
Yeah.
no. Like, not
I mean,
really.
you guys remember Ava Green was good and she was French? What if we get another French girl? And
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll
And
be good, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not so much.
Yeah.
My friend had a question about class. I'm
I
back.
see. You know, here's something that's interesting. Like, I kind of see, like, Daniel Craig was asked, like, what about, like, a woman playing James Bond? He said he'd rather women get, like, their own characters.
Role?
And
I kind of agree.
I kind of see both sides of this argument.
I do too.
One side is like, well, James Bond's so popular, it would be harder to. It would be difficult to.
It would be harder to
establish-
make a new character than to
Right.
use an established character. But like,
Yeah.
I would actually. I want Idris Elba to play James Bond.
We just
feel
talked
like
about this, and
oh.
he's kind of old. He's kind of old is the problem.
I mean, so is Daniel Craig.
I mean,
Yeah,
he doesn't have to. They could do like Timothy Dalton was like only James Bond for one movie.
Poor Timothy Dalton.
I mean, he's still a Bond, and he has to wear a tux everywhere, doesn't he?
Timothy Dalton, well known for his role as Rassilon in the Doctor Who special at the End of Time. Anyway.
Once you're James Bond, you actually have to like wear your tux all over the place, right?
It's true, actually. Yeah.
You're like forever actually James Bond or whatever. It's like in your contract or something.
Yeah. No, I think probably the best way to do this is how they did like Miles Morales, who's probably like the greatest example of like a second generation. Like it's Spider-Man, it's not Peter Parker. Like he's still a person, but it's a new Spider-Man.
It's like an alternate universe or whatever, and he still meets Peter Parker, and he gets the torch passed down.
I do think in this new Bond movie, like he's not like he's retired and like a woman's 007 now. Like the 007
That's probably fine.
Yeah, like 007 is somebody else now.
The title.
Like, it's not.
Yeah, I can see that. That's fine.
Yeah, like somebody else
like,
is 007.
They should. I think I fall also more on the side of like have their own characters more. I guess I don't know.
I think there was one Bob movie where they had him like team up at the start with like 006 or 005, and then that
and he betrays them, right? Is that like Goldeneye or something?
Yeah, I think there's multiple ones, and then that guy dies within like 5 minutes. I was like,
oh. Of course.
Well, that was it.
Yeah, I think like the villain of like Goldeneye or something is like 006. He's gone rogue or whatever.
Yeah, there's this.
Oh, you son of a!
Pain. Oh crap, baby.
Hard X doesn't oppose damage.
They kind of retrace those steps with
skeletons.
What's it called? Skyfall as well.
Yeah. Oh god, you Enderman, you scared the Jesus out of me. Oh god, I hear another skeleton.
Like, Shang-Chi is a fantastic hero. I'm super excited for more Shang-Chi content. And I don't understand why they don't do something like that, where they just start introducing new heroes that are like based on. Because like Shang-Chi was a really good movie, just as a movie. I still had some critical.
Well, it's a little easier for Marvel to just introduce new people now compared to like anybody else.
I don't disagree.
Marvel's so established now, people are just like, yeah, whatever the hell it is, I'm in.
I mean, they can take more risks.
Yeah.
I feel like there's other IPs that could also do that, I guess. And I mean, I think there's also been a lot of strong female characters already in media as well, in like their own.
Hold on, I need to. Yep. Hold on, I need to. Okay, hello.
Welcome back.
I'm sorry, I decided there's someone knocking at my door now, PG, and there's too many mobs, so I just logged off for 2 seconds.
Wow, combat logging?
I'm an asshole. I wasn't directly in the middle of combat, but
unbelievable.
I'm fine.
What a combat logger. Stupid knockback 2 sword.
Oh god.
I have a shovel too. Oh, I have a mending axe. I mean, at this point, I would also just rather hear new stories.
Yeah. No, I definitely, I'm very curious when, like, people will stop watching Marvel movies. I'm curious when that is. I'm very interested in this.
I mean, whenever they start making bad ones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm curious why you say that.
Just because, you know, nothing lasts forever, right? Like, at some point, people will get tired of them. Like, I won't.
Toy Stories.
You say Toy Stories?
Keep making Toy Stories.
I mean, the Toy Story wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Toy Story is like an epilogue. It was fine.
I think Toy Story 3 was probably the best of them.
Well,
but Toy Story 1, 2, and 4 are all not bad movies, to say.
Yeah.
Say the least. Pixar has done some poor sequels, I think, like Cars 2 and apparently Cars 3 was okay. I never saw Cars 3.
Me neither. Shoot each other.
But like Pixar on the whole,
leader.
Yeah.
I need to see. I still need to see Luca. That's what I need to do at some point.
Ugh. Terrible. Man, there are mobs.
Here. Black Belt, welcome.
Oh. Hey, we're in the middle. We're in the middle of game 1, so.
How are you feeling, Black Belt?
Awful.
Sad. I'm trying to remember what day.
I felt like iron in my mouth.
Sad.
I love metal taste.
Is it? Still feeling bad after. Oh, I guess that was just yesterday.
Yep.
Oh, you got your toes.
You got your toes cut off. You got your wisdom teeth out.
I'm just gonna spectate.
Those toes cut.
Yeah, I heard the doctor said like after I have like 2 IV fluids, like once you count to 10 it'll kick in. I'm like, when are you gonna count to 10? And he's like, it'll be a couple minutes. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I was gonna look at this thing, and then like a second, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna lie down, close my eyes for like 5 minutes. I close my eyes for 5 minutes. I wake up again, and it's already done.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's good.
That is how it be. It's weird.
Everyone should be. I should be in spectator.
Yeah, you should be.
If I were to play, I probably would.
Isn't this?
You
Just-
should. If you don't feel bad about sitting this one out, Black Belt.
It's
I know.
alright.
Yeah, you're good. You probably should be resting. Feel free to watch.
Yeah. I actually do have the teeth with me.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You
Or
didn't let
the-
the dentist take him to their secret dollars.
Well, I mean, I did have them.
I love how
I did have-
I
mean, I did have them for a little bit.
I'm sure they're somewhere.
No, I mean, I did have them. I don't have them now.
I have them physically on at all times.
I don't have them now. Actually, I do not have them now. I mean, I had them like in the first like 5 minutes after I woke up.
And they stole them.
So long as the dentist didn't steal them.
I mean, I don't have them with me. Why
As
would I-
long as dentist didn't steal them. That's all we're trying to prevent is the dentist mafia coming after your teeth.
I don't have the teeth in my possession.
As long as the dentist didn't steal them.
Yeah.
Let's just keep repeating this.
Wait, what do you mean by stolen?
No, it's a
Say it.
reference to a joke I made the other
I
day.
couldn't take them home, obviously. Couldn't.
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
can't
it's-
you?
no.
Did the dentist take them?
I
I
guess
think
they
they
did,
stole
yeah.
them.
The dentist and their teeth stealing ways.
Yeah. I don't
That's
know,
why
I
they
think
yeah.
they make
come
a
out.
necklace out of them. Yeah.
It's all a scam. Nobody.
I was able to take a picture of it. I don't want to send it 'cause it's pretty graphic.
Have you got your
If you put
graphics
it in a
card yet?
spoiler tag, yeah. If you put a spoiler tag and you label them as like
Don't worry.
your
We
wisdom
are
teeth.
playing ultra hardcore.
Yeah.
If there's
We're
some not safe, if there was like a not safe for work, I mean not like nudity or like regular not safe for work, or like mature tag, I'd probably put it in there.
Yeah. Just do a spoiler tag. and-
Spoiler tag and just label it as what it is. It'll be fine.
I'm not, but I mean if anyone I might do. But yeah, I really should not be talking right now, but I'm just trying to keep
Yeah.
it down and not like move my mouse like a lot.
That's a person I hear. I'm in trouble.
What?
Hold on.
It's
I'll
not.
mine in Morse code to see if it's me.
It's not a person.
Okay.
No,
I was just like,
I was hoping you would be
I'm
me.
pressing H. It's a sheep.
it's like, if it is,
It's a sheep.
thank you.
13 is the lame music disc, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
13's a bad one.
11's better.
11's bad too.
Better.
Fair enough.
Big step.
It's
I
like,
can't really say
That's what all the
that.
cool kids are listening to.
wow, wow, wow.
I remember when I think Doc listened to it like over and over a bunch of times when it first came out.
Mm.
I mean, it does slap.
It does. It do be slapping.
Something I did not know. I still had a baby tooth, primary tooth.
Did the dentist steal that one too?
Yeah.
Gone.
Big rip. We need to stop this dentist.
It's illegal tooth trade, yeah.
Trying to think. It's what's the word called when firms collude?
Fusion?
No,
Monopoly?
not
But
monopoly.
I never knew that I had a primary tooth. I lost all of them. I believe in the last one was December 2012.
You have a spreadsheet? Like Steve?
No, I
Steve
don't.
would definitely have a spreadsheet for
Oh,
Steve.
I'm sure
Steve from
Steve
Gamers
could tell
Texas.
you exactly when he teeth.
And when he
So,
dreamed about
Gamers
them,
Nexus.
and
Exactly.
And when he dreamed about them, yes.
Steve knows too much. You know.
That's Steve from Gamers Nexus.
I mean, he'll also make me feel old. He'll say like, "Today is 5 years ago that this happened in Minecraft." And Minecraft, and I was like, "Oh man, it's so long ago."
I was thinking of Steve from Gamers Nexus.
Nah, this is Steve the Climber.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
Steve's gonna start saying like extremely personal stuff about people. It's just gonna be like,
I don't think there's a packathon this month because
on this day 7 years ago, like this person like got dumped by their girlfriend or something.
I don't think
Like Steve,
Dude's
I could see
divorce
that.
is
I
4
could see
years
that.
ago.
this is just it's just
I
He
don't
probably
think-
knows the day that Good got divorced.
I don't think I don't think there's gonna be a packathon this month.
Tad, did he not raise enough?
Probably not. I don't know.
Is that what he does it based off of, isn't it?
I think so.
I don't watch Pack Rat much.
Another UHCs are basically what we usually do. Another UHCs like play things extremely safely. That's how I literally was like always Iron Man like 99% of the time.
Pack Rat?
No, black belt.
Oh. I'm like, Pack Rat play things safely doesn't compute.
Oh,
Cartel. Dentist Cartel.
You got there.
I did get there eventually.
Wild.
Well, I'll be.
I know too many words. Sometimes I lose some. I don't have a
Soccer when you
spreadsheet of
say
all my
that.
words.
Right.
No. I actually do have like I think when I'm tired I have a harder time pulling words into my head, like the right words. I'll know what I'm trying to say, but the right word won't come to me. And so I'll like
best
fail
word.
out with a different word. Yeah.
You got the best words.
Yeah.
Listen, I had to learn like 20 to 25 words for the SAT every week in
Oh.
high school. So
Ooh,
like
glow squid.
I gotta say
Glow squid.
I gotta use that knowledge somewhere.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm glad that Gardex likes my words so much.
I do. They're the best. What did I tell you? I found basically a really good thing. And I'm happy.
Found a notch apple.
Yep. You guessed it.
Right click. I mean right
Actually?
click. What the heck just happened? Why can't that's just a name tag.
Gate man name tag.
Name tag. Some beetroot seeds.
Hey, can you please, Black Belt, not tell everybody what I find and just announce it to the class? It's not very sporting.
It's useless. They're useless in UHC.
Exactly.
You can do
What if
something-
he was gonna
they
name
don't
his
need to know
dog?
that. They don't need to know that.
What if he was
Don't
gonna
tell
name his
them. Don't tell them
dog?
what I'm finding.
Peter
Give me
B gonna
give me
name
some privacy.
Peter B gonna name every you gonna use those steal those name tags in spectator mode and then just name all my stolen teeth.
Oh my
It
goodness.
just needs to be lit up.
If you
I
could
like
name your
pressing
teeth, what would you name them?
Teeth 1, bait, primary, teeth 2, 3, 4. Some moles. Some canine.
Those are like the most boring names. I would name one of mine. I would name it
Hello, friends.
Calcium the Great.
Name all my
Yes.
teeth gym names.
What? What did you say?
The crusher.
I didn't hear what
Crusher
you were
one.
called.
Yes. Block price,
Indians.
block place, block rate.
They're watching my
ding.
perspective. My hello, friends.
Water
comment would
up,
make
water
sense.
down.
Find Jim Nance in the cave?
I did. No, I'm finding a lot of zombies.
Break.
What did you say? Jim Vance?
No,
Yeah,
Jim
look
Nance.
Who's that?
at
A sportsman, sports commentator.
I don't know anything about sports. I feel left out.
He's the guy that says hello, friends.
That never
No,
goes
that
down.
guy.
Well, that's might
Oh.
go down.
No,
Sounds
he's
like
the
a nice guy.
Oh, I
He's the
don't
main
die.
guy. He's the main guy for CBS. Does NFL and the March Madness,
Ah, good for him.
What's March
Sometimes
Madness?
golf.
the college basketball.
We fetishize our college experience here in the U.S. comp.
At
We
least we
do.
don't have a screwed basketball league anymore, kinda. We actually got legitimate teams.
In the NBA?
Actual legitimate teams that are
Did we
not
not?
just absolute clown shows and just absolutely ruin everything.
So that's no way to talk about the 2010 Chicago Bowl.
I remember your name tree was also mentioning about like how the NBA was effed. Times I was so celebrating that the NBA was finally going to be uneffed, and then there was only one word that replies that makes the league effed again. 2 words. Ring chasers.
or
Ring-
doing my own research.
Ring chasers
Doing your own
are the
research.
bane of my existence.
Ring Chasers is the entire Lakers lineup.
I
I don't even have time to do research for classes. People have time to do research for things outside of like their jobs.
It's the
That's all I'm saying.
It's the LAARP, J-Luz.
Least favorite teams. 27 least favorite
The
teams.
Los Angeles Angels role-playing games club.
I don't know where the hell this baby zombie could possibly be.
I was basically yes, the league is finally going to be unscrewed. Rise, players, become the meme. That was literally just saying a urination tree video. Oh my god.
Do you need to go to bed,
Ooh.
Black Belt?
You probably should.
It sounds
You're
so
welcome
well.
to stay, but yeah.
I'm just gonna watch. I
Yeah.
need to get a little bit of my
I mean,
lips are
you
pretty
sound
dry,
like
so I need-
Pack Rat when he's done like the thing. What's it called again?
Really, I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's happening here.
I'm upset right now.
2013 NBA Finals Game 6 and 2018 Western Conference Game 6. It's always the sixes.
I had
Awkward moment when you're
I
at
would
a
have had an
wit.
un-F league.
I've gone to a few parties again lately, and I just could tell that
I don't go to parties.
I mean, I wanted one of the parties I really drank a lot because I was just there for 9 hours. But
I guarantee there's
Air. That
So-
sounds like a long party.
I mean, it was like kind of like a barbecue that
Ah, okay.
stayed late.
So the freaking team don't
Like
win.
start drinking at 6 and be home at 3 a.m. So,
Fair enough.
but yeah,
Comp's
it's
living
not,
his
it's
best
not
life out here.
yeah, it's not good when you wake up in the morning. You're like, how did I get here?
Oh no,
Yeah.
that isn't good.
I mean, I was on my own bed, but like, I don't remember getting here. Like, that's not something. That's something
How did I get in my
try
bed?
to avoid. Yeah.
Oh.
Did you carry yourself to your bed?
I don't think Black Belt's gonna remember this conversation.
I don't think he is either. I'm so
I mean-
excited to tell him about it and tell him all about his new teeth name,
Which
Okay.
is just
Jim
the normal
Nance.
name for Jim Nance.
Name.
Yeah. I also Crusher 5.
Crusher 5.
Mhm.
Tony
Crusher's
Romo.
such a good name to-
I don't know, Jim. It could be close. Tony Romo.
Tony Romo with the tooth.
And also, like, only Patrick Mahomes could
What
do
the
that.
heck did I just watch you do?
I may or may not have a flint and steel, and I may or may not have just lit myself on fire trying to pillar up.
Like,
Don't
with
worry
that.
about it.
Yeah, it's
Very
completely
weird.
normal.
Totally wasn't a misclick at all or anything.
Yeah, probably less painful than
Oh dear. Makes him so excited.
Why?
I'm just
Parents
gonna
get
watch you
Anthony
for that.
Romo this weekend.
Say that again?
Oh,
Come
you took more. You took more.
The Packers get Nance and Romo this weekend. The NFC the games are almost never on CBS.
So
Yeah.
you know who Tony Romo is?
He's a football player, a
I
former
know.
football player.
My brother once bought one of the what's it called, NFL games, and I played as the what's it called again? Is that the Texans or the Cowboys?
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Yeah, where he was.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
is
think
he retired now?
he's been long retired. He's a commentator now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay.
It's commentators.
But yeah, I think he's a little overrated as commentator, but he is good. Like the first time he was commentating, he guessed like 2 plays before they happened, and ever since then he's been God to everybody.
Are you doubting God Romo?
I don't know. I'm doubting him when he said that Mahomes might win more than 6 Super. That seemed a little unlikely.
Yeah. Stay in last place.
I know, yeah.
I'm gonna say what happens when one of you once the border eats it.
Yeah, Mahomes is just so good. He just throws no-look interceptions. So badass.
It was deflected though, wasn't it?
I mean, it did hit the receiver in the hands, but like the receiver wasn't ready. You no-looked it. Didn't
Good, he
even
can
no-look
no-look.
it. Yeah. You didn't expect that?
Give you the Patrick phrase.
I feel like once you get good at
Those ads
football,
are
you
very
should
good.
be able, like, getting good at isn't getting good at predicting what the other team going to do part of the like strategy. Yes, I would have
be.
thought that's just like something that
Oh yeah, it is.
you should
but
be good at. Like, I don't know. I play Pokemon and like I don't think it's quite as complicated, but I still feel like I'm able to predict just because I've done a whole bunch of random
Yeah.
battles. I know the general movesets, generally what Pokemon are good for, and so like because of that, I'm better than somebody who's just picking up Pokemon and like knows how to play.
Right.
I'm also not as good at chess from people who like study all of the different moves and stuff. So
Like
like
soccer.
Oh yeah.
soccer's better than me at chess.
I haven't seen soccer post about chess in a while, so I guess that's
No,
done.
it's like he'll give up on this new game in like a week.
Him and Sevidus are very much alike in this. Every month of the podcast, I'm just like, oh, I've got this great new idea that'll like make a ton of money.
Yeah, but Sev like goes real ham. I guess soccer
Oh,
does too. I shouldn't
yeah.
say that. Soccer also definitely does.
He's like, oh yeah, I've got this new like walking treadmill, and I'm doing ASMR videos now. And then like 2 months, neither of these things would be a thing anymore.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
I don't know. I guess some people are like that. It's like vintage beef and always want,
Always
It's
wanted
like,
what?
he always wants to move. He's
Oh,
like, oh, I really want to live.
He
I really want.
really does. It's true.
He's like, I really want to live in the city. And then he moved in Toronto. He's like, you know what? I hate living in the city. He's like, I really want to like get a farm and put like tons and tons of money into it. All these animals. He's like, I really want to go live in Portugal now.
Is that where he's gonna go? I know he visits Portugal.
That's what he's been saying.
He tried to get his wife to go to Portugal.
He's trying to convince his wife to move to Portugal now.
Good old
And I'm
BB.
like, you literally like just bought this farm, and I've watched your House in the Home channel. You put like a ton of money into this, and I was like, nah. It's like,
I mean, hey, if you're that famous as a YouTuber and made that much money,
I guess. And the one thing he didn't think through is he's like, the internet will probably be pretty bad out here. And my job is the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, one day Starlink.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm sure. And any day now. Absolutely. Daddy Elon.
Elon Musk is our modern day John Hammond.
What's funny about that is John Hammond not real.
You're not wrong.
Elon
But
Musk, or modern
he's still
day.
very much.
not real
He's definitely a John Hammond character.
Right. Really, Elon Musk is like this close to just turning into Howard Hughes. Let's be honest.
I don't know who that is.
How do you not know? Okay, comp. You probably know who Howard Hughes is.
Yeah, I've seen the
That's what kind of
Leonardo
guy knows
DiCaprio
me.
movie.
Yeah, Howard Hughes is. He was like this crazy rich person, like the early 1900s, who built like a giant plane and all this stuff.
Oh, maybe I have heard about him. Was he mentioned in a Phineas and Ferb episode?
Yes, actually, you're hard out, Howard Hughes. Yes, he was.
Okay. He made
This is
that
true.
bush bus plane or whatever.
Yeah. No, that's true. That is correct. I'm so glad that you know about this.
Again, Phineas and Ferb pulling through.
Phineas and Ferb all-timer show. Let's be real.
Aglets. Aglet. Don't forget it. Bring us close to our soul. Get it, soul?
Yeah. I mean, of course, the best character of Phineas and Ferb was Candace. It is known.
You're not entirely wrong.
Like, as it kept going, it's like people made the show were like, wait, Candace is like the most interesting character. Like, her and Doofenshmirtz are like the two most interesting characters. It's like, yeah.
Doofenshmirtz was an interesting character. He has a sad story. When neither of my parents showed up to my birth.
Exactly. Think about that. That's so rough.
It's impressive. It's impressive how sad it is.
It really is. Okay. And I love. I think it's like one of the movies we meet like an actual Doofenshmirtz alternate dimension who's taller. And
Yes.
he's like, how is that the case? He's like, I don't hunch. It's like,
I hunch.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's just me IRL. I've been trying to slouch less. I've been fairly successful at it, but
Well, I mean, I've scoliosis.
oh, sad.
I mean, it's fine, but like,
Have you thought about getting a new spine?
I mean, I don't know. I've kind of
Do you still have a
fact
warranty?
that there may be a time in my
I'm call-
future where I might have to have the surgery for scoliosis.
Yeah, I had a
That
friend who
surgery
got that.
It's not good.
Yeah,
It's not good. It's bad.
Oh,
I
I've seen
remember.
You have to
one of
just
those
like stay on
gifts.
your back for like 3 months. It's bad.
Yeah, I've
I
seen
don't
one of those
remember that
gifts where they're like, yeah, we put the metal rods in and we put it all through your spine, and then we just pull it real hard, and then
I'm pretty sure I have a mild case of scoliosis. I think I've been told that before, but I've been trying to slouch less.
Yeah, Dot initially found is a win, and I have also it's called my ribs are sort of messed up too. It's
Ah,
called like pectus carnata, like the main like front rib bone kind of
Interesting.
protrudes out a bit.
whoa.
Like I can actually, if I put pressure on it, kind of push it in my body a little bit.
Oh, do you have like? Can you stab people with your ribs?
No.
Oh,
So yeah, but my whole chest bone structure did not.
I was
turn out
hoping you were gonna
that
be
great.
like Wolverine with your ribs.
Right.
Ribberine. Wolverine.
Yeah, but I went there and the doctor, like, I had my shirt, and the doctor, like, went to my back. He's like, hold up. It's like, this ain't straight. It's bad.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
I've had my fair share of medical problems. So
I mean, you said the
definitely
other day you
understand.
had cancer, which is something I didn't know.
No, it's adjacent to cancer. It was not
Cancer adjacent.
I'm not kidding. That's what they told me.
It was just a little bit of cancer.
It wasn't. It was.
It's only-
technically not. It's technically not cancer. It's technically.
You won't believe it's not cancer.
It is a hematological disease. It's
A
actually like
non-cancerous tumor. I don't know. That's
it's
a thing,
not
right?
a tumor. Actually, well, there's benign tumors. I don't know if there's non-cancerous tumors.
I'm the mighty tumor.
Mine was hematology, so like I didn't get to hang out in all of the cool oncology wards or whatever. I had to hang out with all the like hematology
People.
doctors. Yeah. There's a name tag near me. Go away.
You go away.
I did have to have chemo for it, but I actually didn't have that much chemo. At one point, I got like the opposite of chemo, where I had a drug that made me grow more hair.
Oh, that's sick.
Well, it was when I was like 12.
Oh.
Oh.
You're just like
Became the wolf
look like
man.
Dog the Bounty Hunter. I know you're like.
It didn't do it that much, and I'm kind of already a naturally hairy person. I think it kind of accelerated my hair growth a little bit, but it
Ladies.
was I think when there's a certain point where if you get too much hair, it's not
Too
as
much
attractive. I mean, obviously.
I have no idea. I'm not attracted to men, so I don't know what people are looking
Hi,
for.
Jailers.
Truth?
I've heard that
Is that
hairy
allowed?
arms are.
We don't have to fight each other. I could run away. And you could not
Are hairy
follow
arms good or bad, Comp?
I've heard they're good.
They're good. Okay, cool. I guess
But I kind of want to go kill you.
it's not
I-
like
you missed a spawner, by the way.
Did I? Can I see it?
well, it's empty now. I'd say. Oh
That's
no!
rude.
You attacked me first. I just wanted to see the spotter.
I did not attack you first.
You did attack me first. I just jumped over.
Rage quit.
I'm not following around.
By the way, when I was talking about in chat,
Where are your stupid apples? Where are your apples? There they are.
Bring me your stupid apples. None of your smart apples.
You definitely. You hit me with it. You hit me first.
That is not true.
That is true.
Watch.
You
roll
hit
back
my
the
shield. You hit my shield.
Because you hit me.
With what?
Unbelievable.
Let's go to footage, Cotton.
with his ex, of course. What else would PG
A
hit?
nice old time in the caves. And
PG comes in bruises, though.
Western
I didn't.
Diamonds.
I wanted to come see the. I wanted to come see the
ruined
spotter.
everything.
You hit me
PG.
first.
PG ruins everything.
I had not taken any arts, and you killed me. So clearly, I didn't hit you very much.
I have protection armor.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Yeah, I have enchants, and I'm not ashamed of it.
Weapon wasn't enchanted.
No, it wasn't, because I didn't get sharpness on my book.
You could take all the books I just gave you.
I can, and I plan on it.
Oh. Goodbye.
Later,
Are
Black Belt. I
are you
hope
saying-
you feel better soon.
Yeah,
thank you.
that was first.
Very kind.
You definitely hit my shield first. Don't try to gaslight me.
Says the man who jumped a cavern to attack me.
I did jump the cavern, but I never was going to attack you, probably. I wanted to see the spotter that I missed.
It was like 150 blocks away.
One thing that I'm actually good at in
And
this
you-
year's video game, dealing
Mhm.
with baby zombies.
Good.
Holy shit! I got a creeper bombed, right? I said that. It was very ironic if it was a baby zombie.
You got me
it
real
wasn't,
low.
though. It was a creeper.
I'm real in pain.
You should have done true.
I hadn't broken the truce. All I'm saying.
Sayed.
You guys hear something? All I hear is a wind.
All I hear is a whinge.
Oh, wait.
I don't think you had any apples on you. Other than the apples.
Don't get any apples on you other than the apple.
Other than the apples. Somebody will understand what I mean.
I do, but it's still fun.
Soccer's done with this game. Maybe forever. Who knows?
Everybody's just got too much playtime in this game, you know?
Yeah.
They're already like level 10. I mean, what's the point?
At level 10, I'm only level 9.5, and it's just not fun anymore. You know what I mean? And it's like when I'm not having fun,
Nobody
I want to
can
make
have
a big
fun.
deal. Yeah, it's like the biggest deal, and it's just an objectively bad game. And so, like, if you enjoy it, then you're just stupid.
What do
Really.
you mean?
It's objective. To talk about movies again, it's it might be my favorite subreddit right now. I make fun of the people who make like 7-hour like movie reviews, talk about like objective. This movie's
Yeah.
objectively bad or something. It's like the review's like 3 times as long as the movie.
I mean, I'm all for some literary criticism. That's like my favorite pastime. But I at least try to acknowledge that it's a criticism.
Right.
And is opinion based.
The
Have you seen the Squid Game?
I've not seen the Squid Game.
I've seen a
I watched
summary
it
of the
all
Squid
yesterday
Game.
and today. Yeah, I watched it all yesterday and today. Because Good watched it and he was like, "It's pretty good," and I had to see for myself if I thought it was good.
Was it good?
It wasn't bad.
These Netflix shows are always so weird because like a show's kind of out for a while and how like hits big with like the Netflix algorithm, and suddenly like everybody's seen it.
Yeah,
I feel like that's kind of what happened here again. Like no one had heard of it, and suddenly everyone was, well, of course, Squid Show. Like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works. Because I've been.
It's really only Netflix shows. I guess
Yeah,
from my understanding, this is like a Korean show.
Yes, it is. And like I watched the dub version. I didn't even realize there was a sub version. I just clicked on like whatever's on the front
I mean,
page.
I am kind of a win.
Not a purist like some people. It's like only subs.
Nah, I don't know. Like, I could probably do it for like a movie. Like, I watched Parasite, subtitles and everything. The whole show, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'd try it. I was willing to when I watched Dark.
Yeah.
To give it a try with subtitles, but my family, we had just watched all of Narcos. My family was tired of subtitles. Like, we're not doing this.
That's fair.
And it was fine. You know, you don't really notice.
I will say, I do wonder if the dubbing affected my enjoyment of the show. If it like took me out of it more, because there was definitely some voices that didn't fit the characters as well as I think they should have, basically. And I think that might have like affected how much I enjoy the show, I guess. I don't know if that's true or not, but
yeah, I mean that
it
makes
could
sense.
have. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't like a bad show, but I put my full review in the new Good Discord. The like Good break off Discord that's like I don't know.
The breakaway group that Good's not happy about.
Yeah.
The Lab Tech Discord?
The Lab Tech Discord, yes.
Okay.
Do we want to do Eternal Day, gentlemen?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
We got one not yet.
We did.
I don't want to discourage anybody from watching it, I guess. But I don't think it was the best show that's ever been written.
Which one?
Squid Game.
I mean, it's just one of those Death Game series.
Yeah. Yeah. My goodness, give me something good to eat. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat.
Back. Did you kill PG yet?
No, he's still out there.
Disappointing.
I'm still chugging along, doing what PGs do best.
Yeah, but I got plenty of shows.
Why this?
We'll see. The big one I watched is I did watch All Mankind as good as advertised. I don't know why when the first season came out. I think
What's it
I thought it
called?
would be For All Mankind on Apple. It's basically like it starts with the Soviet Union lands on the moon.
Yes.
America-
Okay.
America's
Lab
like,
Tech was
oh,
telling
fuck.
me about this one too.
Yeah. Lab Tech had talked about this, which makes
It's
sense.
supposed to be good. I
like
want to
it.
see it. It's just on Apple
Oh
TV.
no, it was very good. I know. I think it was partly because I'm like Apple TV. I'm like, really? And then I thought it would maybe be a bit more hokey.
Yeah.
Than it is. Just like, oh yeah, the Soviet space race. But no,
It's compelling.
damn good. No, yeah,
Good.
It's
I'm
really
glad.
good.
A while ago,
And
I
I mean, it's
watched.
Apple TV.
No,
Oh,
continue.
go ahead. I was just saying there's also Ted Lasso on Apple.
Heard that's good too.
I watched an HBO show that was about where I think it was Charles Lindbergh was like
The
who
Lindbergh baby.
yeah,
Oh
and
no, this is a show about like if Lindbergh becomes like a fascist dictator.
Lindbergh, like he doesn't die and he becomes presidential candidate and he like becomes more and more fascist and America turns fascist and how it
If
is.
you want a trip, go to Charles Lindbergh's Wikipedia and just look at children.
Yeah, well, but I thought it was a pretty
Whew.
decent series about
I
how
don't know who this person is.
it would have been
You don't know.
if there had been
He's
like
like the first
Nazism.
guy that flew across the Atlantic, famously.
All I
Charles
know who
Lindbergh.
flew across the Atlantic was that lady. What's her face? Amelia
Earhart.
Earhart.
She's probably the first woman to do it.
Yes. Well,
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure-
know that she actually made it because she
No,
ended up dying
She
at some
died
point, right?
trying to fly around the
She was
world.
trying to do like she's trying to do
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to do the
that's
whole
what it
world with
was.
that one. No, she definitely didn't die. She's still out there, like 100 or.
I mean, she could be with Elvis and Tupac and Biggie.
Jimmy Hoffa.
They made her into she's a vampire now.
Oh my
Jimmy
goodness.
Hoffa. Hey, according to What We Do in the Shadow, Elvis.
I didn't like the TV show as much. I tried watching the first episode and I didn't find it as funny as I found the movie. But I wonder if I like grew out of the humor a little bit.
I haven't seen the movie. I thought I don't think it's like the greatest show ever, but I think it's fun enough. I do think the second season was a step up for the first season.
Okay.
It's like the third or fourth episode. Second season is called The Curse, and I think that's the best episode of the show. The whole. I'll tell you the plot is like one of vampires checks their emails. It gets like one of those like chain emails. That's like if you don't,
actually a curse for them.
Yeah, no, they think it is. They're like, if you don't forward this, like you.
That's hilarious.
Like, things will happen to you, and they're like, "Oh shit, we're fucked."
I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
The movie is so funny.
I do want to see.
I used to really like that movie, but I still do. But it's been a while since I've seen it.
I know what Taika Waititi does, and Jermaine Clement was in a TV show called Legion, which is a wild ass show. And
I need to stop taking fall damage. I keep thinking I'm a cool person, but I'm not as cool as I think I am.
You should
Well,
place a
man, I'm
water
getting
bucket before you
screwed.
land.
It's getting screwed. Come on, man. The old screw job.
Yeah,
The
say.
beat-up song.
Yeah, the old beat up those screw jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, if this is as well, I'm going to. You've got to be kidding me. Are you serious?
Are you kidding me?
Okay, well, I'm just gonna, because that has Aqua. I was screwed. It hurt.
Why do I have 2 of these when I don't even really want one?
You have 2 swords.
Okay.
Flint and steels. I found 2 in a abandoned portal. Oh.
Well, we'll work on that one. Now we need to. Still no eternal day?
I mean, it is day now. It's morning.
Well, how about forever?
I'd be fine with it.
How about How about we don't stop?
Stop the type of command for 1 second.
Yeah, don't kill PG. The commands.
I thought I was dead there because that creeper blew up on me point blank.
Oh, you are dead.
Nah, I'm fine.
Eat this Notch apple.
Tell me he's dead, Con.
I mean, he has a 1 heart.
Enough.
I don't know how many apples you left him.
Gave him 2.
You left him apples, but not apples. Remember?
Huh?
And I have beetroot seeds and name tags. Remember that? I felt just telling y'all.
Oh, I should have taken one of the music discs. Spare time, but
Gotta be shitting me. Pretend I didn't hear to that. Okay. Not on the surface.
You would never be on the surface, right?
Nope. Don't like this.
let's try to avoid the goats.
That's what I think it is.
Have you ever seen the movie The Men Who Stare at Goats?
Heard of it.
It's a weird movie.
Sounds like it.
It's George
Isn't it
Clooney
good?
directed movie. No, it's not that good.
Oh, sad. I was hoping it was going to be like secretly really good because I remember seeing it when I was a lot younger, or like seeing that it existed when I was a lot younger.
It's a George Clooney movie that's about like George Clooney directed.
Mhm.
So I think it's about Iraq, and they found a bunch of money, and they try to hide it or something.
Interesting.
Some arrows.
Score.
Score, yeah. Last 2 weekly UHCs, I died whilst being attacked while crafting.
Not great.
So I'm just not going to place down the crafting table anymore.
You're against it.
Yes, I oppose crafting tables.
The end of crafting, brought to you by Dr. Brian Lorgon. Lovely chap. Can I get a bat?
Nice shot.
It was a good shot.
Oh, thank you.
Kind of want to see this.
Oh no.
This is not a good time for lag.
Sorry.
Hey, y'all are on opposite mountains.
PG's
Well, you know.
away from you two.
Hey, wow. Hold on, comp. Hold on. Rude. Get rid of PG. Don't want him
Wow.
janitoring.
Don't look at me. That's collusion. Collusion.
I can find you again.
Get him, Gardex and Comp.
He's hiding somewhere. I don't know where.
Or either.
Oh, well, this is bad. Well, it was fun to think for about a minute that I might actually win UHC, but then comp has power 4 or whatever.
No, it's only power 2.
I did like 6 hearts at protection 1. It's fun while it lasted. Where the hell is PG?
I think PG ran in that direction.
Well, maybe I'll find him.
Hello, friends.
Probably in a hole.
Probably.
Yeah. Maybe comp will activate a skeleton trap. It's my only chance. Only I got more apples. Cut down lots of trees.
That's a good point. I should go check these trees that I cut down for apples. Don't look at me, comp. I'm looking for apples.
Don't look at me!
Don't look at me. I'm not here.
Get him.
Ah, yeah. I should have
damn.
known you had the crossbow.
He gets my gold.
I was doing so good. Running away. I got greedy with the apple. I would have lost you if I went the other way. That was my fault. I should have just kept going the direction I was going. But I went back because I was like, apples. I need to get these trees for the apples. That was a bad decision, though.
Apple time, apple time, apple time.
I had so much gold that, like, if I got any
There's
apples...
no time. There's no time. There's no time. PG, there's not time.
You don't know, comp doesn't know where you are, and you don't know where comp is, probably. I don't know. I
don't,
shouldn't say.
but
I
there's
shouldn't
not
say for real.
time. There's
It
not
could be.
time.
You don't know. Trying to be supportive.
There's not time.
There isn't. J. Luce knows the truth. Not time. Still have thing. All this time, there's not. There's time, PG. Time status, there is.
There's no time to die.
No time to die, exactly.
There's specifically no time for it.
Well, that's as good as we're gonna get.
Jump.
I wasn't gonna jump. I got 1 hit, 2 hits.
2 hits even.
Ooh.
There's no time to die.
There's no time to die. Ah,
Oh,
damn.
except right now.
There was time to die.
That's
GG,
4
Kyle.
hearts of damage to me. I want to say.
I
How many?
didn't.
At
Maybe I
least
should have
get
just
the
played
hits.
more aggressive. You were getting too close to me. I probably should have just gone in with my axe when you were that close. I was
You got
scared.
all his, you got all his
I can't
aggression
believe I managed to
earlier
pull
than me.
one last golden apple out of my
You
ass.
hit me first.
This is fake news, PG.
One of these days, I'll
Axe.
win a weekly
down
UHC
shielding.
that's not bullshit random crafting like the one I won. Doesn't really count. But I did well. I got a chance. Abandoned Mine Shaft.
Yeah.
Remember
Power
that
free
time
bow.
we did 9 slots and I won?
I mean, that was
9 slots
interesting.
was. I like the 9 slots. And PG, we
I did
actually
too.
had an incredible 5-second final battle
We did.
in that 5-slot UHC.
It was a good UHC.
A Power 5 book 3 minutes in.
You didn't win!
Yep.
Because the lag, I couldn't hit PG running at me.
Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks
Bye,
for
Sakana.
watching.
She hit 100 subscribers the other day.
I saw that, yeah.
How many subs are you up to, Gardex?
I have more than that.
I think I'm at
Subscribe.
I didn't mean it to be like a competition. I'm just actually curious.
I'm
Let
at
me
like
go see.
5.
I'm not subscribed to Gardex. I feel like a whore.
518. Nice.
Is that how many I have?
According to YouTube.
There you go.
And they would be the experts.
My first subscriber was Crimson 5M.
Now it's 519.
Well, that was it.